Well, it's February the 5th here in Maine, and hopefully you can see on the video that the bees are flying. I should be in the frame here in a second. February the 5th, but it's very warm. And these hives, these are Apimaye hives. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And these are great. They cost a little more, but my goodness. They really are all in one, and the bees really have done very well in them for me. And you'll see in a second, if you're not familiar with them, they're really cool. They have latches. They come with the latches, and you can open them up. Now, it's nice and warm. Whoop! And I had already put some food. Oh my, there's quite a few of them there, and they are really, I don't know. Well, let's see if I can get a picture of that for you, because I was reading on the internet just recently about, well, maybe they eat on the fondant and maybe they don't. Well, sorry, but I got my tripod, but if you might be able to see, they are on and eating that dry food that I put on. So what I want to do now is put my camera down here, and hopefully you can still see me working. Get it leveled up a little better. Well, make you dizzy here. There we go, you can see me working. And it's nice and warm. I was out here literally in a t-shirt a while ago. I tend to suit up because the girls, sometimes they get a little persnickety. They don't seem persnickety right now. That's my word for when they get a little bit difficult to work with. Oh, yeah, I put that straight down on, and they are eating off the top of that. I'm going to have to clean that up a little bit with my knife, a hive tool, and let them work their way off of there in the next few minutes. And I'll get my food here. Now here's another thing that's really nice about these Apimaye hives, is that they come with these feeders. And I had already put some of that cake in there, so I'm just going to scrape this off. I put this on a month ago, and took the bees off of there, and get her off of there. There she goes. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, this is starting to get too warm and fall down into the hive, so we don't want that. So scrape that off and put it in this feeder, and then that way they can crawl up through the holes in the feeder and eat off the dry stuff. So I'm glad I checked on this today. Obviously they're come on, girls, come on, get off of there. Yeah, and I, like everybody else, I talk to my bees like they're people. I'm a psychologist. That's called anthropomorphizing, giving human qualities to non-human things. But oh boy, this way, that's a good thing. And they're really eating on this, so that may be telling me that they were sort of low on food. The reason I put this food in here was because when I opened up the hive on another warm day, probably 3 weeks ago, there were Yeah, that's good. They were right up to the top of the hive, and I didn't. That was a sign that they had worked through their winter stores. Now see, I can leave these bees. I got a dead bee from last fall on the rim there. Clean that up. This hive's doing really well. So let's say they overwinter. These things are about 6.5 times more insulating value than a wooden hive. So now I will tell you, these tops, it's Turkish, so it's K-E-K. So the cake goes to the outside of the feeders, and then you take the top. The bees left in there are fine because they can go through the holes, and let's see if I can get this on here right. There we go. Now these on the top though I got to get rid of because they won't have holes to go down. Put this down here close to the entrance, and that's on there really nice. Come on, girls, get off of there. And that looks good. And so there we go. So I outfitted them. Now when you got the feeders on, you got to use a latch down. Right? There's a smaller latch on the bottom if you ever get one of these. So I highly recommend you do. Hello folks, I just finished that recording of the Apimaye hives. It goes on and I do the other two. I'll go out maybe even later today and check the top of that feeder and make sure the bees are coming up into the feeder and getting in there and getting food. And also I'll check out underneath it to make sure there's plenty of ventilation. If you don't know, one of the things that really kills bees in the wintertime is that the cool air comes in through the bottom of the hive, goes up into the warm hive where they've generated heat to warm it up, and then it causes condensation that can collect on the top, and then it will rain down, drip down on the bees and kill them. And that's what you really don't want to happen. So I'll make sure those Apimaye hives are awfully well ventilated, and I don't think that'll be the case, but I'll just check on it to make sure. And I've got another warm day coming up here, so I can check that. In the next video I'll show you some wooden traditional tin frame Langstroth hives that I have. So that's it for now. Hello, I forgot to mention that my other occupation, done right from here, is helping people set up online courses that lead to in-person training events. And so if you're interested in that, hit the link down in the description and it will take you to a free online training program where I show you how to do that. So just wanted to let you know. Bye-bye.